Caitlin Clark had been waiting a long time for this moment. After being controversially left off the Team USA Olympic roster, she found herself competing with the WNBA All-Stars during All-Star Weekend, where she finally had a chance to answer the doubts. Facing Team USA meant going head-to-head with legends like Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart, and several other WNBA stars who had questioned her place among the elite. This game was her opportunity to prove she belonged on Team USA, sharing the floor with Angel Reese, another rookie all-star who also felt overlooked by the national team selectors. The game opened with the hometown icon Diana Taurasi reminding everyone that age is just a number. At 42, she moved smoothly off the ball, slipped between an elevator screen, and knocked down a clean three-pointer. Caitlin Clark tried to respond immediately, driving to her preferred left side. She hesitated, let Chelsea Gray fly past, and created an open three from the wing, but the shot came up short. Both teams brought strong defensive intensity early, leading to several empty possessions. A defensive lapse by Team WNBA allowed Chelsea Gray a wide-open three, and she made them pay. It quickly became obvious that Team USA had one primary focus: stopping Caitlin Clark. They blitzed her on a screen, but Clark calmly found Nneka Ogwumike, who got Breanna Stewart to bite before hitting a smooth one-dribble pull-up from the elbow for Team WNBA's first points. Ogwumike stayed aggressive, showing why she's a multi-time all-star, waiting for the closeout, putting the ball on the floor, driving through the lane, and scoring again. Breanna Stewart also made her presence felt, exploiting a mismatch against the slower Jones, blowing by her defender and finishing with a scoop layup. Team WNBA showcased excellent ball movement as Clark ran a two-man game with Jones. Unable to finish the roll, she instead fired a pass to the baseline where DeWanna Bonner cut in for an easy score, giving her 5 quick points. In transition, Bonner added 3 more with a confident shot from the wing. Clark's defense stood out as well. She stayed in front of Chelsea Gray, contested the shot, and forced the former Finals MVP into a miss. After securing the rebound, Clark pushed the ball, drew Stewart on the switch, and slipped a bounce pass to Ogwumike. The extra pass found Bonner open for 3, but she missed the chance to take the lead. Aya Wilson then reminded everyone why she's the league's most dominant player, using a sharp crossover to break down the defense and finish at the rim. Brittney Griner, standing 6 feet 9 inches, was an automatic mismatch inside. Her baseline turnaround jumper dropped, and moments later she backed down her defender, spun over her right shoulder, ducked under, and scored again with polished footwork from the future Hall of Famer. Indiana Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell answered by using the roll as a decoy, attacking the open space, and finishing over Griner, the 8-time blocks leader. Mitchell showed why she's a certified scorer in her first All-Star appearance. Nneka Ogwumike was the standout of the first quarter, hitting a step-back jumper out of the pick-and-roll to reach 8 early points. A scary sight followed when Aya Wilson was left wide open at the top of the key and drained a 3, punishing poor coverage. With 1 minute left, Angel Reese checked in, immediately bringing intensity. Despite it being an exhibition, the physical play was real. On the final possession, Team USA missed inside, but Reese crashed the glass, grabbed the offensive rebound, and scored at the buzzer. Those were the first points of the game and the beginning of what should be many All-Star appearances to come. As the second quarter opened, the Indiana Fever duo of Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston checked into the game, and they immediately displayed their growing chemistry. Clark found Boston with a perfectly timed bounce pass, and Boston powered into the paint, finishing through contact for an and-one. There was once debate about whether this duo could coexist, but moments like this made it clear they've learned how to complement each other. Caitlin Clark continued to show why she's already considered one of the best passers in the WNBA. In transition, she kept her head up, spotted Alyssa Thomas running the floor, and delivered a flawless pass over the defense for an easy layup, no dribble required. Team USA clearly viewed Clark as the main threat, trapping her full court to force the ball out of her hands, which is remarkable considering this was an all-star game and she's still a rookie. A careless turnover by Boston allowed Team USA's pressure to pay off, as Kalia Copper connected with Thomas for 2 inside. Boston quickly responded by recognizing a mismatch, feeding Jones on the entry pass down low, where Jones was simply too strong to be stopped. Kelsey Plum attacked the baseline and found Brittany Griner at the foul line, and the 6'9" center showed her range by knocking down the mid-range jumper, moving to 8 points on perfect shooting. Fans had been waiting for a Caitlin Clark 3, and when Boston set the screen to free her going left, Clark let it fly, but the shot rattled out. A particularly intriguing lineup featured Clark alongside Angel Reese and Boston in the frontcourt. Reese quickly advanced the ball to Clark, who pushed the pace, used her speed in transition, and found Alicia Gray under the basket for a foul, another smart pass that created points even if it didn't count as an assist. One of the highlights followed as the current GOAT faced the future one. Diana Taurasi, nearly twice Clark's age, drove into her, absorbed the contact, and finished the play, showing why she's still elite. Clark gambled for a steal but missed, allowing Sabrina Ionescu to shovel a pass to Aya Wilson for the score as Team USA extended the lead. Team WNBA hit a rough stretch but found momentum when Clark deflected a pass that bounced to Reese. Clark sprinted ahead in transition and finished the layup for her first points of the game. She added another assist soon after, running a pick-and-roll with Jones. When Breanna Stewart switched onto her, Clark zipped the ball inside to Jones, who scored through contact against Wilson. Ball movement continued as Erike Ogunbowl drove and found Jones popping to the elbow, where she calmly knocked down the jumper. Stewart answered immediately, facing up from the post and hitting a smooth mid-range shot to reach 8 first-half points. Clark pushed her assist total to 5 by handing the ball to Gray, setting a strong screen on Taurasi, and watching Gray bury the 3. Taurasi responded by exploiting a defensive gap, driving inside with no help coming and scoring with ease. The familiar Yukon connection struck again as Stewart curled off a screen from Wilson, stayed active off the ball, and drilled an open corner jumper to put Team USA back in front. The Fever connection answered as Clark ran a two-man game with Boston, slipping a bounce pass through the defense. Boston paused, saw Wilson give her space, and converted her signature interior jumper. In transition, Jones continued her strong performance, using a smooth Eurostep to bank in a floater, reaching 14 first-half points and leading all scorers. On the final possession of the half, Team WNBA drew up a play for Clark. Matched up one-on-one with Taurasi, Clark launched a deep 3 that missed, but Jones cleaned it up at the buzzer for 2. Clark finished the half with just 2 points, but her impact was undeniable, orchestrating the offense with 7 assists. Wilson and Stewart combined for 27 points for Team USA, while Gray led Team WNBA with 12. Angel Reese was quiet early, but that was about to change. The third quarter opened with another Fever set as Clark handed off to Boston before curling around for a wide-open 3 to take the lead, but it missed. Clark struggled from deep again, continuing a brief shooting slump, but she adjusted by creating for others. She found Gray with a bounce pass, who faded and knocked down a tough shot. Clark then made a smart defensive read, jumping the handoff to Wilson, poking the ball free, and starting a pick-and-roll where she fed Nneka Agwamike for a smooth finish to tie the game. With momentum building, Ogunbowl came off a handoff, took one dribble, and pulled up from deep at the top of the key. Ogunbowl drills the shot to give Team WNBA the lead, and with that assist, Caitlin Clark makes history, breaking the record for most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game. And the wild part is that the third quarter had only just begun. Erike Ogunbowl was already scoring early in the period, but she showed her passing ability as well, lofting a perfect pass over the defense to Jonquil Jones, who spun under the rim, split 2 defenders, and finished strong over Breanna Stewart. Team WNBA went up 5, forcing Team USA to call a timeout. Ogunbowl fired a pull-up 3 over Aya Wilson but missed, and Kelsey Plum grabbed the rebound, pushing the outlet ahead to Wilson for an easy finish to end an 11-0 Team WNBA run. Ogunbowl stayed confident, coming off a dribble handoff, stepping back into the corner, and knocking down a contested 3. That's why she earns comparisons to Kyrie Irving. Her shot-making is on another level. Down 6, Team USA needed answers, and Stewart delivered by making the extra pass to Wilson in the corner, who buried the 3 despite a late closeout. Team WNBA answered immediately as the ball handler was blitzed, Ogunbowl popped free on the left wing, and calmly drained another 3. Kelsey Mitchell, Clark's Fever teammate, joined the party with a deep three from the same spot, then faked the handoff, attacked the baseline, and scooped the ball in past Stewart with ease. Team USA continued to lose track of Ogunbowale, leaving her open again on the left wing, where she knocked down yet another three. Plum responded with a sidestep three of her own, but Ogunbowale welcomed the shootout, firing right back with a heat-check triple in Plum's face. That gave her 17 points in the quarter alone, an unbelievable stretch. Mitchell was quietly having a huge impact as well, waiting for Brittany Griner to commit before blowing past her and finishing at the rim with her right hand. Plum attacked aggressively on the next possession, getting to the basket for two to bring the deficit back to single digits. Team USA went inside to Griner for what looked like the final shot of the quarter, but Mitchell raced up the floor, nearly lost the handle, recovered with a quick crossover, and buried a tough contested long two at the buzzer. The bench erupted as Team WNBA closed the quarter up 9, with Ogunbowale scoring an incredible 21 points in the third alone. The fourth quarter opened with Jackie Young slicing along the baseline for a reverse finish. Ogunbowale missed a tough off-balance mid-range shot, but Jones grabbed the offensive rebound and kicked it back out, where Ogunbowale knocked down a wide-open three to push the lead back to double digits. Team USA responded with Griner occupying the defense inside, allowing Stewart to spot up on the right wing and hit another catch-and-shoot three, giving her 21 points. Angel Reese made a standout defensive play as Stewart tried to back her down and fade away from the post. Reese got a hand on the shot, blocked it, then sprinted the floor in transition. Jones found her on the move, and Reese finished off the glass, turning defense into offense. Sabrina Ionescu, quiet for most of the night, finally attacked, beating Clark off the dribble for a layup. One of the most anticipated moments followed as Clark drove and fed Reese on the cut, who powered up through contact over Griner. That assist gave Clark 10 on the night, putting her just one shy of the all-time WNBA All-Star assist record. Moments later, Clark spun past Ionescu and lofted a pass to DeWanna Bonner that would have tied the record, but the layup didn't fall. While the broadcast struggled to keep up, Clark somehow scored during a replay, proving she was even faster than the cameras. Team USA desperately needed momentum, but Wilson was stripped inside by Mitchell. Alicia Gray scooped up the loose ball and rewarded Reese in transition for an easy layup. That capped a 10-0 Team WNBA run and pushed Reese into double figures. Ogunbowale then knocked down another transition three, ballooning the lead to 20 and leaving Team USA stunned. Diana Taurasi responded with a tough pull-up three to cut the deficit, but Ogunbowale was unstoppable. She danced off the dribble and launched a ridiculous one-legged floater from near three-point range, reaching 29 points and inching closer to the All-Star Game scoring record. Reese continued to dominate the glass, securing her 10th rebound and setting the rookie record for rebounds in an All-Star Game. Taurasi refused to quit, drilling another deep three, and Stewart followed with one more from the corner, but it didn't matter. Ogunbowale stepped into history with a sidestep three over two defenders, breaking the record for most points ever in an All-Star Game and turning a close contest into a blowout. In the final minute, Stewart attacked Clark with a Euro step to reach 31 points. Ionescu finally hit her first three at the buzzer, capping a rough shooting night for both her and Clark. Stewart attempted one last three to match Ogunbowale's record but missed, and Reese grabbed her 11th rebound to tie the rookie mark. Clark finished one assist shy of the all-time record but still set the rookie assist mark, impacting the game in every way. Ogunbowale earned a well-deserved All-Star Game MVP, scoring a record 44 points, all in the second half, as Team WNBA defeated the likely future Olympic champions. It was a historic night for women's basketball, highlighted by redemption for Caitlin Clark, who responded to being snubbed by Team USA by helping defeat the very team that left her off the roster.